Welcome back to more Summoner's War Monster Strategies. Today we're going to be looking at the Dark Hellhound known as Shumar. Shumar sounds very similar to Shamar, but there is a difference. Shamar, A-M-A-R, is the light. Shumar, U-M-A-R, is the dark, so there is a difference. Anyway, this guy is pretty good, just like Seek and Targ, and let's talk about his stats first. So his stats as a level 46 star are as follows. 75 HP. 834 attack, 472 defense, and 113 speed. So as you can see, the speed is quite impressive. 113, I must say, that's impressive. HP could be better. Attack is very respectable. 834, that's actually really good. Defense, 472. It's actually not bad. I mean, I believe he has the best defense out of the 5 Hellhounds, but his attack stat is the best. So I believe his stats, I mean, just by looking at his stats, he can be considered the best Hellhound in terms of stats. Now, let's talk about the skills. The first one is Bite. Basic move, bite your enemy and recover 30% of the inflicted damage as HP. Second one, Ambush. Attacks the enemy and increases your attack speed for 2 turns. Damage increases according to your attack speed. And the third one, Spurt. It's a passive. Increases the attack speed by 15. The attack speed increases as the HP decreases. Okay. This guy right here, Shumar, he can be considered the fastest monster in the entire game. I mean, if there are other monsters, I'm just forgetting right now, that compete with this guy, but oh my god. 113 base speed, I'll automatically add 50 now, assuming his passive is working. If his passive gets blocked, like by using the Fire of Fritz attack, or something, then okay. In that situation, he's not the fastest monster because his passive is blocked. But assuming his passive is working, he can be considered the fastest monster in the game. 113 plus 15, that's 128 speed. And keep in mind that it will improve even more as his HP decreases. So it's going to go even higher than 128. On top of that, this move, the second one, will deal pretty massive damage with high speed. Especially if you give him Swift and speed in slot 2, which I mean most likely you should, to maximize your gain. So let's talk about the runes. Because this guy is fast, it's almost no doubt that you want to make this guy extremely fast, even faster. So I would recommend a Swift setup, just like a lot of people online. I looked online from Monster Debate to forums online to other videos. They say make him fast, and I mean I agree, because you want to make him extremely fast to buff up his second attack and to give him like 10 turns over your opponents or something. That's an exaggeration, but you get the point. So Swift with either Blade or Nemesis. Nemesis works pretty well, just because, I mean, first of all, if he takes damage, he can always heal it back with the first attack, at least a bit of it. If he does high damage, he will be able to heal, because he should have some pretty high damage. That's why Nemesis is actually working pretty well, because he will gain some ATB bars back, or part of an ATB bar, sorry. Yeah, but you get the point. Or, as an alternative, you could use Blade, like I just said. That works too, whatever you want. Anyway, as far as slots 2, 4, and 6 go, you want to go with speed in slot 2. Having a 5-star or 6-star rune with, plus 15, which is basically 39 or 42 speed, along with a Swift set, along with its passive, that is some phenomenal speed, oh my god. It is, it really is. So do that, and then for slot 4, either attack or critical damage, and then slot 6, attack. Keep in mind that you should only give him critical damage in slot 4 if your critical rate is high enough by substats. And then like I just said, an attack percentage in slot 6. So that combination is going to make Shumar very deadly offensive wise and also very fast. Quite possibly the fastest monster in the entire game if you rune him correctly, because that's very impressive, it really is. Even more speed than one of the fastest monsters such as Spectra, which has I believe 126. Because that's 113 plus 15, 128 base, and it improves even more with the less HP he has. So this guy's pretty deadly, and actually I've seen some really hilarious things on Arena and Guild, because like somebody underestimates this guy because he's not extremely well used, because he's just not, he's pretty much ditched by other monsters that can, usually perform better in the arena, but this guy, he's by no means a pushover. Some people put him on defense. I've seen videos and I've just read forums on this, and it's hilarious. You see one of these and you're like, okay, I can kill this guy in one shot. Let's say you begin the battle. He goes first, he possibly almost kills you with the second attack because of his massive speed or something, and then if he has proper support with, like, you know, crowd control, he'll get another turn and another turn and another turn, and it's just like infinite chain, and oh my god, attack after attack, and it's ridiculous, the attack that he just has. It's pretty insane. It is. Anyway, that is my overall review of this guy. If you would like to keep him, he is going to be pretty useful for certain situations such as arena. I've even seen some use with him in the Kairos dungeon just because he can sweep really fast, and I mean, that's assuming you rune him correctly, of course, but he's good. He's not a bad monster. He is good. He's not considered super amazing unless it's a certain situation, but in general, he is a pretty good monster. He really is. So, go ahead and leave a rune recommendation if you have used this guy and have had some success with him. You are free to agree or disagree with what I said in this video. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye, everybody, and until next time.